It's now time for you to meet the board members. Welcome, and thank you for joining us on Meet the Board Members, where we seek to get up close and personal with the persons who sit on the Jamaica Society for the Blind's Board of Directors. Now, today's guest is...
I am Akeem Cummings, and I am a member of the Board of Directors for the Jamaica Society for the Blind. I found out about the Jamaica Society for the Blind while being a student at the Salvation Army School for the Blind through the guidance counselor then, Miss Holland, who informed us of the many services the organization perform for persons with blind and low vision. I attended a great institution which is located on 61 Riddles Road, none other than Calabar High School. So working has always been a priority for me. In fact, I started working from as early as grade 10 in the summer, and I worked straight up until graduating from university. So yeah, while I was at the university, I sought a job where I was working in the library as some customer service agent, and at times I was placed in at the bag center to receive and hand out bags for the library. After graduating, I went to Victoria Mutual Building Society, VMBS, which is now VM Group, to be their project support assistant, where they were transitioning from one banking system to a next. The name was Mimics to one now more advanced, which is called Opix. And I was responsible for manipulating the company's data. So I had to do a lot of cleaning, organizing, mapping to ensure that all the accounts are correctly mapped to the right persons. Okay, you know that if there are any inaccuracies, you know that persons would suffer losses in their finances. So I believe that was a key responsibility I had. I took a lot of patience, it took a lot of time, it took a lot of initiative and creativity to get it done, but I did it and was successful. I also participated in doing research at the Center for Disability Studies, where I gave my support in conducting research geared at discovering things relating to persons with disabilities and to see how best policies and so forth can be put in place to address these issues. And as it is now, I am currently transitioning into the teaching field, the field of education. As it is now, I give my expertise in administration to the Resource Mobilization Committee, where the Jamaica Society for the Blind is aiming to secure the right human, natural, and financial resources to keep the organization fully functional. And I believe that my administrative skills and the experience that I have garnered thus far will aid the organization in achieving some of these goals. Also, I believe that my research skills and abilities will aid the organization in its development of policies, which we have already started, by the way. We have started to look at the human resource policy, where we can give insights as to how best we can craft the policies that they are inclusive to all. And I believe that my data mining skills that I would have acquired through my experience would also be valuable to the Jamaica Society for the Blind, in which I could help them to organize their database and have data for clients at their fingertips. So I believe these are some of the ways that my expertise can be used, but not limiting to on and even on the education side, in whatever way possible, I can, give support. Maybe I should consider joining even the scholarship committee as well and aid the organization in its optimal performance of serving the blind and visually impaired. I believe the Jamaica Society for the Blind is doing an extraordinary job in serving the blind and visually impaired persons in Jamaica. This is so as the organization seeks to provide several services such as education and training, the development in personal skills in terms of cooking and so forth. They aid persons with care packages. They do some form of advocacy. They just serve in ways they can with the limited amount of resources they have, given that they are a non-profit organization. So I believe the organization is doing an extraordinary job. It's catering to the holistic developmental needs of its members, and for that, the Jamaica Society for the Blind must be commended. Firstly, I believe that the Jamaica Society for the Blind should think about digitalizing its processes. For instance, the registration process. I believe it has started where we got a link through Google form. I believe things like this would aid the organization in better serving its members. Rather than we have to come in and to have a assistants fill out a form or so, we can have the independence of filling out our Google forms. So I believe the more we can digitalize processes, that would aid us as members. Even the payment side, if possible, to pay online and so forth, I believe that will help the organization a far way. Secondly, I believe that we can incorporate more engagement with our members. Maybe we can do calls for members that seem to have gone dormant to see what's happening, what are their needs, and check out personal things, because we really want to serve those needs, right? It can be used as a form of needs assessment as well. And at the same time, it's giving the members that feeling of belonging, and that would encourage them to want to be a part of the organization and want to participate in the initiatives of the organization. So I believe these are some of the things we can do to reach out to our members and better serve them. Also, in particular, reaching out to the youths, I'm wondering if we could incorporate a social, something similar to the forums, but it's targeting mainly the youth, because I noticed that mainly the youth find the organization less attractive. They are not so willing to participate, and I would like for that to change. So I'm wondering if we could design an event targeting the youth to get them engaged and involved and to be an active part of the membership. Relaxing for me is watching a African movie, but not the typical village type movies, the more modern ones that are in the form of a Hollywood movie. Yes, I would sometime watch a movie or two. I don't know, of course, have some food and thing, and that would help to relax my mind and get me ready for bed. Yes, I love music and I listen to all types of music. However, I do not have a favorite artist that I could single out for you right now, but I definitely am a lover of music. My favorite meal is rice and peas and oxtail with butterbean and a nice tall glass of soursop juice. along with my vegetables. To all our clients, I implore you to continue to follow the JSB on all its social media platforms. Continue to support the initiatives like the forums and all the advertised opportunities that come through the emails. In fact, if you're not registered, please ensure that you are registered and find a way also to be a paid up member. So we look forward to working with you and serving you throughout the year and beyond. So let us know your concerns and all the best in your endeavors. And just remember that there is life after blindness or visual impairment. To all the staff at the Jamaica Society for the Blind, I thank you for the hard work that you have been putting in, the diligence that you have displayed over the years to make the organization what it is today. It is a striving success, and with your continued efforts, with your time and your minds pulled together, we can achieve all our objectives outlined in our strategic plan to better serve the blind and visual impaired community in Jamaica. God bless.
Thank you for listening, and join us next time on Meet the Board Members. This has been a production of the JSB Library.